Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy aka Man12 here, coming to you guys with some nice Destiny gameplay in the background. The gameplay you guys are most likely going to be watching is indeed some skirmish gameplay with the boys. I was playing with Pico and another good friend of mine, Mega. We were doing really well in this gameplay. I managed to go on about a 12 kill streak before finally getting taken out by a grenade. And the gun that I will be using in this video is the Sur's Regime. It's an exotic gun that was available from Zero the 9 over the weekend for purchase, and it is one of the best, if not the best, assault rifles in the game. But anyways, guys, the gameplay is not really what I want to talk about. As usual in my vids lately, I generally don't talk about the gameplay that much anymore. I usually always have a topic, but today's topic, I want to talk about a huge Destiny bug that a YouTuber found that apparently leaked tons and tons of potential content. Now, for those who have probably already heard about this already, you're gonna hear it again. But anyways, the DLC, the content that was released, is basically the expansion pass, which is, I believe, 30 bucks, 25 or 30 bucks. Basically, every single DLC that's involved in that expansion pass was basically leaked inside the game. And this person, I guess, is game bugged out or whatever. He couldn't spawn anywhere. He couldn't go to any planets or anything. And apparently, it showed every single DLC marker and location on his map, and showed all the destination of where they're at. It showed a description. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of insight of what they're talking about here. Let's look at the first image. The first image is the Dark Below, and I will be putting the images on screen. I won't be following it as with the video, but I will be just putting them on screen for a couple seconds so you guys can see it, and it will be popping up right about now. But anyways, the first one, the Dark Below, basically the seeding Old Russia Earth. This one is a level 18 story on Earth. It says, inspect the return of ancient hive wizards preparing Earth for Crota's region. Fireteam 1 to 3 players, cooperative, get you a bunch of XP. Relatively easy from the looks of it. You know, people who are already above level 20, that'll be a breeze mission, no problem. By the way, when I say Dark Below, that is part of the first, I believe the first expansion, which is called the Dark Below, so that's probably why it's named that. But the missions are, the first mission is called the Seeding. The second one is called Crota's End, Ocean of Storms Moon, the level 28 raid. This is a pretty big raid that's going to be happening on the moon. You need fire team of 6 players. You cannot have any more, you cannot have any less. Very similar to the Vault of Glass, just looks like this one's going to be a lot more difficult because the starting level for this, for normal, is going to be level 28. So that is going to be insane. That's going to be pretty interesting to see how a lot of people pull this off, because those raids are not easy, man. You know, level 26 raid is nowhere near as easy as anything else in this game. It's just one of the most difficult things that I've ever played. You get raid set gear from this, weekly rewards, cooperative and whatnot. And then it just says in the description, he waits in the Dark Below. Now that's pretty interesting to see what this is. It's going to be called Crota's End, part of the Dark Below expansion pass. Next one is up, is called the part of the DLC. I believe it's called the House of Wolves. That will be the last DLC, I believe, in this game, which was supposed to be released sometime next year from what we're seeing. But we don't know too much about this. The guy didn't put his marker on all of the icons. I think he did in the video. I will link the original video that will show all of the DLC in this game, and you guys can see it. But you know, the photos that I'm seeing here, and I will be putting them in the video as well, he did not put his marker on all of them, so it's pretty unfortunate. But like I said, you can watch the video for yourself and you can see what I'm talking about. Next one up, like I said, House of Wolves, the second DLC. Requirements not met, it says in the picture. It says Wolves Harvest is what the mission states. Located in the Ishtar Sink in Venus. We've been there multiple times. Level 20 story. Track down the Queen's traitorous wolves and recover what they've stolen from the Awoken. This is going to be pretty interesting. I'm pretty interested to see how this one turns out. Supposedly there's another mission, another raid, which I'll get into later, which involves the Queen. But this one, you know, same as always, level 20 story. This will be pretty easy. It's just a mission. It's not a raid or a strike or anything like that. And speaking of strikes, there's like 2 new strikes on Earth and 2 new strikes on the moon, I believe. And both of them will be level 20 starting out. There's also a new Vanguard playlist, which was leaked out in that video as well. New Vanguard playlist, which will be level 28. I believe right now we have level 18, level 20. 20, level 22, and level 24 for Vanguard Strikes playlist. So they will be adding a level 28 strike playlist. That would be pretty interesting to see what type of gear you can get from there. I'm really hoping you can get some rare gear like Ascendant Shards or Ascendant Materials, stuff like that, because we need those stuff are not very easy to come by nowadays. Their looting system just really isn't up to par, and it makes it a lot harder for gamers to find this kind of stuff. But for moving on, I will try to find a screenshot of this. If not, then I'll just link the video and you guys can see it for yourself. The Reef actually has a raid inside of it. This is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be, I believe it's part of the House of Wolves DLC. For some reason, you're going to be raiding the Reef, which is pretty interesting in my opinion. You're going to be raiding the Reef, and it has something to do with going against the Queen. Now, I thought we were friends with the Queen. You know, she came with giving us gear and whatnot. She gave me my legendary sniper you guys are seeing in this video, man. But, you know, it was pretty interesting to see how this one turns out, because I actually thought that we were friends with the Queen, but apparently you're raiding the Reef area. It's pretty interesting to see how the Reef is going to turn out, because the Reef is pretty much just space garbage. It's just a little place in space where you have a bunch of space trash and that dude that looked like the lead singer of AFI just sitting in that building. But regardless, that's pretty much all the DLC that was leaked out. As far as Bungie goes, Bungie hasn't said much about it. They said like literally one thing. You know, they wanted to tweet out saying that, aka quote unquote, you got us, pretty much, because they know that's their DLC. They just didn't want to admit it, and they just said, you know, we're still working on it, look forward to it soon. That's pretty much exactly what they said. They didn't say that was not the real DLC. They pretty much just said, you know, we're working on it. So that pretty much just proves that was all the DLC right there. Now, a lot of gamers are pretty angered about this because they think that the DLC is already installed on the disc itself, and they think that, you know, the expansion pass is just a key to unlock the DLC. Now, is this true? We're not entirely sure. Honestly, I don't know, because this is just rumored. Apparently, everybody's saying that the DLC is 9 megabytes. Now, if the DLC is 9 megabytes, I can promise you guys, coming from a person who works in IT, 9 megabytes is not a DLC. That is a key. Guaranteed. That is a key to just unlock the DLC. Now, is the DLC installed in the game? I think so. Do I really care? Nope, because I'm going to buy it either way. So a lot of gamers are angered because they feel like they're paying $60 for content that's not even released, and it's locked as well. And on top of that, people think that the content was cut from the game, meaning that it was in the original disc, but people think that the content was cut from the game, and Activision may have told them to release it as DLC at a future date within the game itself. Now, do I think that they did this? I don't think Bungie did. I don't think Bungie did it at all. But I think Activision told them to do it. Because Bungie, think about it. When E3 came out and when the alpha came out for Destiny, Bungie was pretty much bragging about how their game is so huge. Like, they were just talking about how the game was so huge. They have all this massive missions and everything and raids. They were so excited to bring it out. And then everything just kind of went hush-hush, like around August. Like, nobody really heard anything. So there may have been something that went on. I really don't know. This is just speculation on my part. You know, Activision, it sounds like something that Activision would do this. They've done it before. They've done it in the past, and I guarantee you they continue to do it. This sounds like something that Activision would do. They probably told them to cut that gameplay from the game itself and use it as DLC, meaning it was probably too late for them to take it out of the game itself, so they probably installed it on the disc, and Activision told them lock the content so they can't see it and then use it as DLC at a future date. That's just what I think. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys frustrated about this? But let me know what you guys think in the comments box. It's your boy AK signing out. Peace.